Good evening, students. Let us discuss briefly about John Dryden and his work and essay of dramatic poesy. Dr. Samuel Johnson calls him the father of English criticism, as the essay of dramatic poesy was actually the first orderly work of practical literary criticism written by him, which won him success also. He was such an influential personality in so many spheres of learning that the period from 1660 to 1700 is rightly called the age of Dryden. An essay of dramatic poesy is the only work of criticism that Dryden published as a separate work. It was revised by him and published thrice during his lifetime. Now, what is it about? It is in the form of a dialogue between four friends with the classical names, including Dryden himself. Now, who are those friends? The names are: number 1, Lycidius, who represents Charles Sedley; Crites, who represented Sir Robert Howard; and third, Eugenius, who represented Charles Sackville or Lord Bathurst; and Neander, who represented John Dryden himself. What does this work actually discusses? An essay of dramatic poesy discusses mainly four themes. What are those four themes? Number 1, are the modern poets as good as the ancient poets? Number 2, are the contemporaries as good as the Elizabethans? Number 3, are the English as good as the French? And number 4, of the two, which is the right choice for drama, rhyme or blank verse? These were the points which are mainly discussed in the essay of dramatic poesy. They also discuss the comparative merits of the classical, of the French, of the Elizabethan, and the English drama. Now, Dryden's purpose in the essay was to vindicate the honor of the English writers from the censure of those who unjustly prefer the French before him. So we can say that he defended English dramatic tradition and his justification for his use of rhyme in his tragedies, which form a very important portion of his argument. He also favored the genre. Which genre? Tragic comedy. Not tragedy, not comedy. He favored tragic comedy, and he also rejects the addiction or adherence to the three unities: unity of time, place, and action, as you know. Then he says the most important part of the whole this essay of dramatic poesy is his defense of rhyme in the drama and his famous praise of Shakespeare. He said for Shakespeare, quote, "He was the man who of all moderns and perhaps ancient poets had the largest and the most comprehensive soul." Again, he said for Ben Jonson, "I admire him, but I love Shakespeare." Means he admired Ben Jonson, but he loved Shakespeare. These are the few quotes which he has said, one for Shakespeare I have told you, and one for Ben Jonson. So in this way, we have gone through John Dryden's An Essay of Dramatic Poesy, published in 1668 by very influential person, John Dryden, where the age period from 1660 to 1700 is rightly called as the age of Dryden. And where this essay of dramatic poesy is in the form of a dialogue between four friends. The name of the friends I have told you, which discusses four important themes, which I have told you. And what did Dryden defended? He defended English dramatic tradition. He said that his justification for the use of rhyme in the tragedies. He favored tragic comedy, and he rejects the addiction to the three unities. Clear? In this way, read more about John Dryden and his An Essay of Dramatic Poesy. Thank you.